Oh. Hello. You're in Indiana on a spring day with snow. It's really sunny here, and Bowser's laying on the porch, basking in the sun right now. He heard me say his name, so now he's looking at me. Hello. Oh, it's delayed. Hey, Dennis. That's gonna be weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. No, I talked.
Hey. Hello. All these people rolling in here. How are you guys doing today? Maybe. Hello. Oh, you just watched the last live I missed? Or you missed, not I missed. How you guys doing? How's your eat day going if you're eating today? I'm still pretty full from breakfast. I had a lot of protein, which is what I was wanting to do. But that kind of worries me at the same time because eating higher proteins for breakfast and stuff like that, I'm afraid I won't want to eat lunch. And that's kind of what I've noticed in the past, so. Oh, I missed some stuff. What's up, everyone? Gotcha. Hi, Rachel. Great. Hello, Rachel. Hi. Eat day started off rough, but doing better now. Good. Tiffany, your post that you posted on the page about eating 2 eggs, they might be Cadbury eggs. I laughed so much about that. That was so funny. Just wanted to ask if it's okay to have half and half in your coffee with a little bit of honey during your fasting days. That would more than likely break your fast if it has carbs in it. But like we said yesterday in the video, something like that with those small amount, if it raises your blood sugar, then that'll break your fast for a little bit, but it'll only take an hour before you're back into a fasting state again. So it kind of just depends, you know, on what you want to do. I usually do like heavy cream, so. Had a ton of protein as well, so not hungry. Yep. Alec or Tiffany Bahaha. I don't even like Cadbury eggs. Do you like the mini ones, like the hard candy coated ones? Because those ones are bae. They're my favorite Easter candy. I enjoyed my eat day. Started OMAD. Hello, hello. Somebody said that they were 72 hours into their fast. That's crazy. Good for you. I can't do that. The candy coated ones are good. Yeah, I don't like the like cream ones. I think they're gross. Oh, heavy cream? All right, then yeah. Not the filled ones. Yes. All right. Let's see, we've got 43 people in here. So what it shows on yours? The Borgens? I don't know what that means. But does honey raise insulin? I don't know. You would probably have to look at the back of your honey nutritional facts and see if it has carbs, because if it has carbs, it'll raise your insulin. Starburst jelly beans is the way to go. Those are pretty good. I was actually like craving those this year, and I'm not even a huge fan for those. Okay, guys, let's see here. 42. Missing a gallbladder, because I have a question for you if you are. Do you not have your gallbladder? You had to have it removed? Oh, it was removed in December? I feel like I probably saw something on Snapchat about that. If you posted about it on Snapchat. Hello. You have to have yours removed? Interesting. Give it a couple more seconds here, guys, and then we're going to go into today's topic because we have a special guest, and I'm sure some of you guys might know who it is already. Bowser's outside. Oh, there's a lot of people. You've been craving chocolate-covered marshmallow eggs, and I I was never into those. I'm your favorite YouTuber now. Aw, thank you. Is he the guest? No, that was yesterday. Alrighty, guys. We're 5 minutes into the video now, so let's go ahead and get started talking because the special guest we have today did kind of like a in-service talking about kind of mental health. And I think that that would be really helpful right now during this time. And I would like to introduce my best friend, Hannah.
Me!
This one. Everybody say hi, Hannah.
Oh, it's weird seeing me. Hi.
I'm just waiting to see if anyone will say hi.
Now what do we do?
Well, I guess it is delayed. So we're watching it. I've never seen like the video chat on another person's phone or computer screen before. So she has hers pulled up. So I see the delay now whenever I talk to you guys compared to what's actually showing up. So I know, hi,
Yeah,
Hannah,
it's
hi,
weird.
Hannah.
Hi! Hello! Hello. Hannah, get back in the chat.
You want her to like talk to you?
Hello.
She's gonna type too. What does my shirt say? It says, dogs, yes, you not so much.
Glad you're with us today.
I have been feeling so depressed during this time. I don't know why. I never had that much problems with depression, but lately I have. Any tips or tricks to make you feel happy? Well, that's kind of all we're going to talk about today because, like I said, Hannah went to, you know what, you explain it because.
Okay, so I work for a really great company right now who's taking care of all of us during this time. But back in the beginning of 2019, we did like a mental health kind of check for the teachers just to make sure. Oh,
see, it's hard not to read the comments.
It was like just a mental health thing, just to like make sure that the teachers were kind of like okay, because a lot of our job is taking care of other people and making sure that other people are okay, where we kind of lack in our mental health. And that was definitely a shift that we all kind of started feeling back then. So we had a really great not commentator. Is that what they're? Woman come talk to us. Her name is Sonia Richardson, and I actually do think she has a YouTube channel where you guys can like listen to her. Sonia. I don't know. You can check her out. I think she does. Yeah.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Hannah, I spelled your name backwards.
That is a great joke.
What is the name? Sonia or Sonia? She said, I spelled it S-O-N-Y-A, but you might look it up S-O-N-I-A Richardson.
Please forgive me.
Do you think genetic play a huge role in ADF or OMAD during diet for fat weight loss? I really don't know because, like, for example, you know, I'm sorry, I actually don't know. I don't want to, like, give false information, you know what I mean? So we still got people rolling in too since we're only 8 minutes in.
Sorry, I spelled your name back. You can also do that with race car.
She's smart.
There's actually like an acronym for it, but I don't know what it's called. I think it's Sonia, I want to say, but I could be wrong. I can also ask my manager because she would know. Actually, let me check my emails.
Rachel, you're my inspiration. I started ADF once I found you on YouTube. I'm from Missouri too. Oh, I started following you on Instagram. I'm proud of how far you come. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I've been kind of struggling here recently with everything that's going on with the world, which is kind of why I wanted Hannah to come on, so we could kind of talk about like positive mental things. Like I said, and like you guys know, if you watched my vlog, I was really struggling Saturday with my mental health. And I just was really needing an essential part of my life, basically.
And that's me.
And that's her. Like, we've been best friends for 10 years now, and you need to focus on your mental health just as much as your physical during this time. So
Okay, well, I can't find her name. Sorry, man.
Okay.
So we're gonna say it's either Sonia or Sonia Richardson. If she's a blonde lady who's talking about mental health, you went to the right place.
So far so good. I feel a little hungry, but I'm gonna have some water. There you go. You're the best. Hi from California. Hello. I'm here all week. Thanks. Since I'm a beginner and subscribed to your channel just hours back and impressed with your determination specifically during weeks 52. I don't even remember what was happening during during week 52. That was so long ago. I don't go back and watch my videos or anything like that. So Easter was not a good ADF for me. Fresh start. Yeah, I know a lot of people went ahead and
Why are we not 6 feet apart?
Easter was not a good ADF for me. Fresh start. Yeah, like I said, holidays in general, I suggest just go ahead and eat on your holidays, guys. Don't be so hard on yourself that you can't enjoy your holiday with your friends and your family. Like, you need that opportunity to actually enjoy life, and holidays are a great time to do that. So, that's okay.
I agree. I ate meatballs and fried potatoes for my mother-in-law, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
Is that Ian in the background drinking?
That
Oh,
was
you're talking about Bowser? No, it was not. I'm on day 3 of my fasting journey. Do you only do YouTube or do you have a Facebook group? Yes, I have a Facebook group. Go to 95 Days of Fasting on Facebook and you should be able to find me there. And I have a page too as well, and an Instagram and a Snapchat. So all the social medias, I'm out there. But alrighty, let's go ahead and get into this whole things with Hannah about what you went over basically on your group. I know you showed me some of the things that you had in your notebook from it. What were some of the things that you took away from that group, like mental health that we could apply towards the situation that we're in right now? And right now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pause like questions and stuff so that way we can give Hannah a chance to talk. So if they pop up whenever she's talking, we'll go back and we'll read them, kind of like what we've been doing the past couple of days when I'm trying to go over certain things, Anyway, so
first, I think when it comes to mental health, you kind of have to look at yourself as a whole and what is your purpose, and also kind of validate why are you feeling the certain way that you are. I think that's a huge thing. So that was actually one of her notes. It says validate your feelings. And then it's also, I took this away huge because Rachel and I are both like big people pleasers. Mm-hmm. It's really, really hard. Mm-hmm. But we're kind of learning a medium there. But it's never okay to tell someone they shouldn't be feeling what they are feeling. So you should always feel validated for your feelings, and you should never have somebody have that power over you to feel like that they can decide what you are feeling. So that was a big one. Hopefully that made sense.
No, I think that one is really important because I know, for example, like, say you are really down on yourself because you couldn't do something correctly and you are like, I don't know, what's an example? Like, I couldn't make it through my fasting day and now I'm feeling really bad about myself. It's like, well, we understand why you feel bad about yourself. You're feeling bad about yourself because you felt like you couldn't push through a day, but it's okay, and life moves forward from this moment. Or right now, even like during everything that's going on in the world, say that you feel really depressed or you feel really lonely, or there's things that are happening in the world that you can't comprehend and you just feel scared. And it's like, it's okay to feel that way. And I've had people reach out to me too and be like, it's okay that you feel this way right now. People that can't necessarily work out as hard as they used to are really worried about losing progress on their workouts. And they worry about that. It's okay. Your feelings are validated, that it's okay to feel that way. Like with my whole wedding, people are like, it's okay that you feel sad about that. Even though that there are other people with problems that are bigger than that right now, the fact that you are having those feelings, they're validated, especially with everything that's going on in the world. So validate your feelings is definitely one that whenever she read that one to me, I was like, oh yeah, that definitely makes sense. Because we have a tendency to, when people are like, oh, I feel so sad today, or I feel this way or that way, we're like, no, stop, you don't feel that way, you can't feel that way. And it's like, you can't tell somebody not to feel a certain way because they're going to continue feeling that way. So that was one thing that I really liked whenever you read it to me earlier.
Thanks.
I don't
What's another thing? Okay, so this one right now, like this is something that I like go back to constantly, especially in the situation that we're all kind of facing right now. It's don't invite the entire world suffering into your life, living room, and kitchen. So basically what's happened, it's really hard right now because obviously we're being quarantined and we're all staying alone. Just kidding, we're not. Haha. Anyways.
It's less than 10 people and it's essential to our mental health.
Yeah, people. Anyways, so just setting those limits, like of what's going on around the world, doesn't have to surround you and doesn't have to encompass everything in your life. So don't let that be something that happens. Just kind of take the situation that you have and kind of leave it at the door. Don't make it, especially in your home. Your home is your safe place a lot of times, and I feel like that. So don't make that negativity come into your safe area. Don't let it encompass
your whole life.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hope that made sense too. I'm not a doctor. Sorry.
She's just a teacher.
I'm just a teacher. And I teach little people. And they make my emotions crazy. What else? Hello. Boundaries. So a lot of times with my mental health, it's usually triggered, I guess you would say, by somebody or something. I'm a little person and got distracted. So just like I said, so people, there's a person or something that will always kind of trigger that. You need to stop.
Don't read the comments.
I'm so sorry.
If it helps, look at the camera lens like you're actually talking to the people so that way you're not looking at the comments pop up.
I'm gonna just block it. Anyways, so having boundaries, create boundaries with those people. For example, like my mom is my boundaries. I need to learn my boundaries with her. So a great quote that I think people should always take away from this, if you take anything from this, is this one. If you allow people to make more withdrawals than deposits in your life, you will soon be negative. Know when to close the account.
That's good.
That's like,
it's kind of like somebody who keeps giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and that person keeps taking and taking and taking and taking and taking.
That one?
You. And the person keeps taking and taking and taking from you. Eventually, you're going to be ran dry. And
completely.
Yeah, that's something that I've been really proud of you for overcoming, because just from, without going into too many details, from the time that you were very young, you've had specific people in your life always take advantage of you, and you've just let it happen because you felt like these are my people, without going into further detail. And now that you have, I feel like doing this in general, this is around that time, you definitely have grown to take a step back and focus on yourself. Because I think a lot of people, just like we've talked about before, being a people pleaser in general, you don't want people to be mad at you. And I think that...
Also, this is something that I kind of still fight too. Like, don't think because you're taking a step back or you're putting up boundaries or you're putting up walls that you're being selfish. Your mental health is never selfish. You have to focus on you. You have to focus on yourself because you have a purpose in this like life. Like, there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason for you to be with the people that you are. There's a reason behind that, regardless of what you believe in. I believe in the holy God up here, upstairs, you know. So I know that he put me on this earth for a reason. So when I feel like my mental health is slipping, I have to remind myself, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Just look at yourself as a whole. and see.
That's so hard to forget, especially right now. Kind of like what I was telling you guys this last week and how I was feeling so down on myself. I was kind of feeling like, what is the purpose of being here if we can't actually live our lives right now? And that was really hard for me to like try to push out of my mind. And so now that, you know, like just talking with people, like having her here, it's just things like that that really help bring you up and realize that you are important in people's lives and you can't necessarily push, you know, you can't think things like that because you are important to somebody even if you don't feel like you are. So
Yeah, I always preach like self-worth. Like I probably shove it down Rachel's throat a lot. Just
but she needs to. You guys know how hard I am on myself about like trying to stick to my goals and keep with fasting and everything like that. And she's like, Rachel, there's more to your life than just
this
not
moment.
being able to make it through a whole fasting day or whatever. Like you have so much more self-worth than that. Like it's not all about that all the time. And that's one thing I want you guys to remember as well is there is so much more to life than just being thin and healthy and things like that. And that's something that I kind of struggled with a little bit. And I'm definitely coming out of it more now, which I'm really grateful for.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Too.
Just because it was such a struggle with me because of my entire life, you know, I was told that I was too fat and I was never going to fit into society. I would never be beautiful because I didn't look this way or that way. And now it is, I know that that's not true. And that's what society shoves down our throats, unfortunately, but you have to learn self-worth. And that's something that I'm still struggling with, but I'm also learning it at the same time. So
I think it's something that you constantly learn though is self-worth because I mean, but we're also really great to be surrounded by people who preach that and like check us, I guess you would say. So we have a really good group of friends that just, you know, help us and build each other up. So definitely surround yourself with people like that too, but also preach that too. Like, know your self-worth, know that you are worth so much more than you think in this moment.
and stand up for somebody if you see somebody trying to shove like somebody's self-worth down. Like if you're feeling yourself in something and somebody's like, oh yeah, is that how you feel? Like sarcastic or whatever it might be. If you see that happening to somebody, you reassure the person that was feeling good about themselves that they look good, like, or they are feeling good about themselves, and that is fine. Because there's a lot of people out there that instead of supporting you might shove you down because of jealousy. And I mean, personally, I'm a social media vlogger and blogger, and I make all different kinds of things. And you know, I constantly, you guys see like how bad negative comments push me down. And if you see that happening in real life, then you need to check that person, punch them in their face.
That's why I'm the first one to check anybody that says anything negative about my best friend, okay?
But just things like that where self-worth is very important. And
Yeah.
you need to take that away and realize that just because you're not a size 2, that doesn't mean that you're not worth anything. Like that is the one thing that has always bothered me about society. Before I started losing weight for my own health and my own mental clarity, I tried really hard to, I would try to be like the positive plus size girl, but I still had those really bad inner demons as well. And now that I know I have lost a lot of weight and I am healthy and stuff like that, I mean, I know I'm never going to be a size 2, and that's fine with that. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't need to be, but you just, I don't know, like, you got to find those balances, I guess. I don't really know how else to explain it.
No, you're right. And then my last thing is just to be present in the moment. Always be present. Just be grateful for the moment that you're in. Also be grateful, this sounds really weird, to have those thoughts or have like those negative things because that means you're human. You're alive. That's just what you are. You go through that. So again, back to validating. Validating those, be present in that moment and know your self-worth because you all are worth so much more than this little moment now. So everything will pass.
And that's why I like too that you said like be grateful that you have those thoughts and stuff because it's like you don't know when you're having it good if you don't have the bad moments as well. And you guys too have always told me like I'm so grateful that you're so real and you tell us how you feel all the time because I know a lot of social media people constantly talk about the good and like, oh, life is just peachy keen all the time. And, you know, I'm doing great. My workouts are all 100% and all the food I'm eating is 100% perfect. And I never eat cake and I never do this and I never do that. And it's like, you know, that's you guys have always appreciated how real I am and when I have my struggles and everything, because it shows, you know, just like how real I am and how real we all are, because everybody's human. It doesn't matter what they say on their social media platforms. They do things just like you too, without saying that saying that's really common. We all shit the pot or whatever.
I'll say it. We all poop. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, everybody's human. We all have those thoughts, and you need to realize that just because the social media person might be projecting their perfect life, they still have struggles just like everybody else does. And I just want everybody to remember that as well. So yeah, but
my last thing is be kind. Be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. You never know what anybody is going through. So that's my last thing. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm also writing all this down because it's important, you know.
Wow, you're taking my advice?
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Alrighty.
So I guess we can scroll back up through all those questions. Oh, I guess we can go off your phone.
Great. Okay.
Where did it even start? I don't know.
Great. I don't know either. What is Hannah's ADF goal? I don't have one. Honestly, I don't. This sounds so stupid. I like having goals, but I don't like having goals. Just because if I don't reach those goals, then I get really hard on myself and I feel like a failure. So I kind of just take it day by day.
You're very, like you said, always be present in the moment. You're a very live each day as it comes type of a person.
I try to. This is about to sound really sad and really dark, but I don't want to lay on my deathbed and be like, I wish I would have done this. Who cares? I won't bungee jump ever, though.
We doing it.
The
Bachelorette party, let's go!
No. Coming on.
She says we have no control over emotions, just how we deal with them. That's very true.
That's true. I'm learning that. I was telling Rachel earlier, I am a very control freak and it's really bad. And so I'm learning that like I can't control everybody. I can't control everybody's emotions. And that I'm learning to validate everybody's emotions. It's really hard.
Hannah, you're so right. There are no coincidences in every element or person is needed.
That's right. Remember that.
Yeah. It is great you two have one another. I live in Illinois and my best friend lives in Oklahoma. On a side note, after you're done sharing, how did you two become friends?
Well, let's flash back 10 years ago to little sophomore. Me? I was a sophomore? I was a sophomore.
Yeah, I was
you
a
were a
junior.
junior. I don't know. We were just like in the theater and
We're theater people.
big theater people. We just started talking and then it took off from there and we have never stopped talking.
Yeah, I mean, we had a friend introduce us to one another because she was the new kid.
We did?
Rosalie.
Oh, hi, Rob.
She's probably not watching.
She's probably not, but I love you.
Yeah, Rosalie introduced us, a friend of ours, and I think that's how the three of us started hanging out all the time. And then it was just kind of me and you hanging out all the time. And I mean, it was like every day after school, Hannah would come over and eat my crackers. Like
Her mom, shout out mama, best cracker buyer ever.
Your brain is a big muscle and needs training too. And the same, you train your body to gain more muscle. Yeah.
Yes.
When doing long distance running, I use the Headspace app to meditate. So in the end, the long distance running became a form of meditation and helped a lot. That's a really good idea, actually.
Headspace is fantastic. Sorry. I do it at night before bed.
And it's just like a meditation app?
Yeah. It's great. It teaches you like how to, like if you do, because when I first started, I was like, I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to turn off my brain. That doesn't happen.
Nope.
works. I literally meditate and then go to sleep.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I just started now again to incorporate into fasting. It will strengthen your mental health big time, and negativity will also become easier to cope with. I really want to start meditating, but my life is so busy all the time. I'm literally from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. It seems like doing something all the time. And I really need to learn to take time for myself, which is why I tell you guys after 5 o'clock, I don't answer emails. I don't read comments. Like I might check it occasionally, but that's the time for me to kind of, to like be with myself and be with Ian. So let's see. And we're reading the comments on Hannah's phone as we go down. So I see some of them that are still coming in, and we'll get to them here in a minute. Someone says, is this Hannah? Just came in. You said yes. Dennis, that sounds like a great way to help getting into this. Although throwing a nice soft tomato at an aggressor could be called the soft response. No?
Don't waste tomatoes.
I mean, if it's a store-bought tomato, but not like a homegrown one.
Don't waste homegrown ones. Go to the store, buy one, throw it. Do what you gotta do.
I always had issues with setting boundaries. I was a major people pleaser. I got out of a mentally abusive marriage, and because of that, I have boulders. Can't trust anyone, so in went from one extreme.
That goes back to like boundaries. Like I feel you on that. Like, I mean, it's really hard to trust somebody, especially when you have trusted somebody like that you loved and they took advantage of that and they, you know, messed with your mind and your body and all that. But
I know that from personal experience.
Right,
too.
Exactly. But too, like, I kind of told Rachel this too, like, you can't punish people for other people's mistakes. Like,
that's true. Like you can't
go harsh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that harshly.
You can't go from you know, like one really bad relationship and go into your next one and be like, he's going to cheat on me. I know he's going to cheat on me. He's going to cheat on me, or he's going to hit me. I know he's going to hit me, or whatever it might be. Not to say like that sounded really bad, and I apologize. I don't want to trigger anybody, but you have to you know, start trusting again. And that's something that I had a hard time doing myself. I don't know if you guys know this, and you probably don't if you haven't followed my story, or if you have from the beginning. I was actually married for about 4 years, and then he was very, very mentally abusive to me, and it was really hard for me and, you know, my friends seeing it, but they're like, well, Rachel loves this person, but they didn't know what was all happening behind closed doors. He did cheat on me. He, like I said, he was very mentally abusive to me and things like that. And when I moved back home and I started being around my friends again, I realized how unhappy I was and how bad my life was, basically, as awful as that might sound. And it just, you know, leaving that relationship after I found out that he was cheating on me again for like the millionth time, and getting into the relationship with Ian, of course I kind of still had those trust issues, but you have to realize that this is not that person, and they're two different people with two different stories. And you know,
you're welcome.
It did, yeah, she got Ian and I together. So it's just letting go of those past letting go of those past traumas in a new setting is just as healthy for your mentality, I guess. So the conversation certainly went to the toilet. That's when I said that thing. My husband calls me the rice cake queen. It's like my staple. Rice cakes are good.
I love a good rice cake.
Caramel ones.
Oh.
If no one has a perfect life, if they say they do, they are not living. Yes.
Amen.
All great advice. Be kind. Yes. Thank you, Hannah. You beautiful soul.
You're welcome.
They said no goals such as like taking 200 steps.
What?
Like they were asking, you said you don't really have any goals. Do you not have any like I'm going to take 200 steps today, or what about like the fitness Marshall DVDs? Like, do you wake up and you're like, I'm going to do one of those today? Like, is that kind of like a goal in a way? So it's
yeah,
like,
I guess I set goals throughout the day. Yeah. Cause I'm a structured person, and so yeah, like I'll wake up, like today I woke up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do some fitness Marshall dances. But like long-term fitness goals, I don't really make those, just again because in the past I haven't made those goals, and I get really down on myself.
Discouraged.
Yeah, and I beat myself up about it, and it's so stupid. It's like, why did you beat yourself up? Because you ate a cupcake? Because you were at a friend's birthday party enjoying yourself? Like, why beat myself up about that? You die. Do you want to die and you didn't eat that cupcake? That's how I live my life.
Yeah, basically. Are you going to stop the live videos after 95 days are done? I haven't really decided yet. They do take a lot. Those like an hour of my day, but it is fun because it's kind of like, it's definitely a great way to connect with you guys as well. But I'm afraid already that we're going to run out of things to talk about in 95 days. So I'm trying to constantly come up with new things. If you guys can think of them, put them in the 95 days of fasting group. So that way I can go back and check it constantly to find more topics to talk about. Like this one today was kind of a random one. I know it's not necessarily related to fasting, but it's mental health. And if I'm a health YouTuber, mental health is just as important as physical, and that's taken me a long time to learn because I struggle with my mental health every day. So Headspace takes 10 to 15 minutes or so, yeah, and both Ian and you can do it together. We actually have been listening to Spotify at night before bed, peaceful piano, and it's actually really nice. OMAD or alternate day fasting to start. I started eating 500 calories on my fasting days and switching it back and forth between alternate fasting days. So I would eat like normal. The next day I would do 500 calories, eat like normal, 500 calories. And I did that for the first week. And then after that, I was able to do 0 calories on my fasting days. So it really depends on how you want to start. Everybody does it differently. Like I know you're doing 1 meal a day kind of on your fasting days, yeah, I guess. Like yesterday, I guess would have been 1 meal a day for you. Mm-hmm. So.
Besides the coffee I drank.
That's okay. I hope 200 steps at least. Maybe after 95 days, you can do a live once a week or something like that. That's a good idea. It's big time connected to fasting. That's a wonderful way to live. Hannah is a daily goal setter, which I would think makes you flexible and free. Or Hannah is a daily goal setter, which I would think makes you flexible and free.
Yes.
Thanks, Dennis. Gonna try Headspace. Broke up with someone I connected with more than anyone in the past. It's traumatizing and I cannot stop thinking about her. It's miserable. I've been fasting for days. In a way, I guess, is the fasting help you get over that? I don't want that to turn into something unhealthy to where it's like, I can't eat because I'm so unhappy with my life. You know what I mean? I want you to be healthy in what you are doing as well. That is, something to work towards. Don't be, I'm worried about you. Yeah. I'm worried about you, Thomas.
And be grateful for the times that you did have with her. Like you probably made really, really great memories with her, and be so grateful from those, and also look upon that relationship and see what you can learn from it and what you can take to your next relationship to make it better, or even into your own life, and learn how to love yourself and learn your worth so you can be successful. Okay? We're all here for you.
We are.
Don't
all
forget
here for
that.
You. And if you're
all of you out there that are like, I'm suffering, I'm having a really hard time, we're here for you.
Yeah.
You have 58 other people that are here for you too. Okay? Don't forget that.
Let's see.
Oh, Thomas.
Aww.
Thomas, don't cry.
Go eat yourself a sandwich, boy.
No, a sandwich. Go get you a cupcake, honey. Go get you a cupcake.
Let's see. And then somebody here said, does this form of fasting work? Wonder Pet. I can never remember what your actual name is, and I apologize because I know you're in here all the time. Yes, that would be considered just a form of intermittent fasting. So
I do 16-8 on my 8 days, so I don't eat until 12 and I don't eat after 8.
Yeah. Even though 95-day fast has already started, we can still jump in, started Monday. Yes. Corey says, I still have major PTSD from a breakup. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people that do. Mental health is basically everything. It's very important, so thank you. We all need to vent and talk about our feelings more. Special thanks to Hannah. You have a happy face that makes me smile.
You all are so nice. Oh, my accent came out.
Yeah, a little bit. No, go get you a Pop-Tart.
Right. Who says go eat a sandwich?
Well, I want to eat something nutritious that'll make them
A sandwich.
Shanna McQueen. I think we just caught a glimpse of Teacher Hannah.
Yeah, she comes out a lot.
And when I get depressed, despite medication, I listen to ASMR just to fill my head with something. Okay.
Oh, do you watch people like
The pickle lady.
the pickle lady? Or there's like this. Okay, confession time. I watched this guy yesterday on my fasting day eat like so many Big Macs dipped in cheese, and he had it all over his mouth. I was like, I cannot watch you. I was like, please stop. Just stop what you're doing. I felt like I was lecturing him.
What is ASMR? It's like that people use like a really sensitive microphone that like you can hear everything, like
You can hear them swallowing or like crunching things.
it helps people sleep and meditate and stuff like that. So I listen to tapping and whispers. No thank you to food SMAR. Hannah, where is your accent from?
Okay, listen. If you live in the Midwest, sometimes you have a little accent, and I might have a little accent sometimes when I get excited.
When we were in Nashville, she sounded like she was from Nashville.
I can't help it. It's my dad's fault.
Do I have one sometimes? Yeah, I say y'all a lot anymore.
You're welcome.
That's probably because of you.
Anywhere we go, like when I went to New York, they're like, "Where are you from? Are you from the South?" And I was like, "No offense if you're from the South." I was like, "Excuse me, I'm from the Midwest."
The scratch lemon cake was a fail. Oh no! But I did make a box sugar-free lemon cake with a good glaze. I'll post the recipe for the glaze.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a sweet accent. I say y'all, and I never lived in the South. She's from Oregon.
Yeah. I say y'all a lot, or all y'all. That's my favorite.
Your mom is from Missouri, though. Well, that's
Me?
no. Her mom
Oh.
is from Missouri.
Oh, look, Wes! Wes!
Everybody say hi to Wesley. That's,
Hi, honey!
That's Hannah's fiance. I grew up in Washington.
I like how he puts out the acronym. That's my future husband for you.
You talk normal speed, so definitely not from the South. Yeah, I don't think that like Missouri is considered a southern state.
It's not.
Yeah.
When I get going, or when I'm mad, or like, I don't know.
Everybody says hi, Wes. Howdy, Wes. Hi, Wes.
I don't know. Yeah. But when I get mad or like on a tangent, oh, she comes out. Or when I talk to Tyler.
You have a couple like people come out.
Yeah.
She has a couple different personalities come
I
out.
got a lot of personalities.
I can't wait to weigh in next Wednesday. Oh my gosh, that's coming up. I didn't think
Oh.
about that, you guys. We'll have been doing it a month next week. They are cold. Rachel, do you remember how much you lost after a month? I lost 16 pounds after a month, but I do believe some of that was water weight. So if you don't lose that much after a month, do not feel discouraged. Everybody's gonna lose a different amount. It really just depends on, you know, your body. Like everybody's different. And I was kind of talking to Hannah about this earlier, kind of going like off of this a little bit. I want people to realize that everybody has a different body type too. For example, somebody on there said that I looked like ripped in my workout video, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I gained so much muscle just from working out every day. Like I gained curves and, you know, all these things that I had lost after I lost all the weight. And then I started building up muscle again. And I want people to realize that just because my body looks this way doesn't mean that your body's gonna look the way that my body looks, because I'm an endomorph body type. Then there's other body types out there as well. So don't feel like one of the sweet girls on the 95 days of fasting challenge group, her name's Kimberly, and I love seeing her pictures every day. And she's a very slim individual girl, and she strength trains every day and stuff. And she's down to 123 pounds, which is awesome. Good for her. I just want you guys to realize that not everybody's gonna get down to that and look as slim as Kimberly does, because, you know, I personally don't look like that, but I'm healthy. And I want you guys to realize that your body type might not be made to look pencil thin. And that's okay. You do not have to be pencil thin. Like I know Hannah, she's probably also an endomorph type. She's 5'1", 4'1", 4'11". 4'1".
Am I an infant?
Well, I thought we were always like, I'm not a legal midget, so I can't remember.
I'm 4'11".
4'11".
I'm an inch away to be considered. I don't think midget's the good word to use. I don't know.
Well, midget's
I'm almost a little person.
not a dwarf.
Not a dwarf.
But
I don't teach dwarfs. I teach children.
Yeah. So, basically, a littler person. Yeah. So it's like petite, you know, whatever, but
really
also
petite. It's hard to shop.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tell you, petites don't always work for petites.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, don't feel like your body is going to be pencil thin and you're going to be super slim. So, yeah.
Don't shrink.
Hannah's encouraging and funny. I can see why you guys are really BFFs.
You guys are so nice.
How long is the challenge going? Well, for 95 days right now. But after the 95 days are over, we might just extend it to an alternate day fasting challenge or something like that. I'm not really sure what we'll do after the 95 days is up. Hey Wes, somebody says, I'm saving weigh-ins till the end of the 95 days. Okay.
Smart.
Yeah. How often do you recommend to weigh during the program? I say once a month, and some people say, don't fear the scale. You can get on the scale whenever you want. I personally don't like doing it except for once a month. 95 days of no food? No, like we eat every other day or do different types of alternate day fasting.
95 days without food? You end up like Naked and Surviving or whatever that show.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Surviving. That's me on my couch every day.
Same.
So Mondays start, okay.
I'm gonna cry.
One more week before we weigh ourselves, right? Yes, I think that's what we were just saying. Just popped in live. How much have you both lost eating this way? I've lost 108 pounds. She hasn't really, I don't think you've weighed yourself yet or even really started the program very much. Like she doesn't do it too strict, I guess.
No. I like food.
Hannah's petite. I heard it said that an average of 50% water for 50% fat lost when fasting, which is why I weigh myself only once a week doing ADF. Okay. 42 hours is considered extended fast. I'm not going to weigh in until my birthday, so it'll be a couple weeks behind y'all. Get it? Y'all? Or someone says 4'11", representation.
Thank you.
Rachel, how tall are you? I'm 5'4". Good advice about expectation. Enjoy the process and the improvements. I'm 5'9", large framed, and will never be pencil thin. Don't want to be. See, that's kind of me too. Like, I like my body being strong. And if you guys watched my last vlog, you'll see like the workouts that I did. And I was like, I look buff and like, I like looking that way. I like looking strong and it just makes me feel so healthy to be that way. And yeah, I might not have pencil thin thighs and they touch whenever I walk, but
your thighs are in love, girl.
But I mean, it's just kind of like I don't have cellulite around my thighs because they're just all muscle. Like I'm just a very muscular individual. I tend to gain a lot of muscle, but it's also easier for me to gain fat being the endomorph body type.
I feel that.
Okay, I'll do it. Hey ladies, you two are awesome and too funny together.
Thanks.
I'm waiting for 95 days, but I decided to extend it to 205. Okay, y'all are too funny. You all are a blast. Some people can pick up accents quickly. They are usually excellent at learning new languages.
Nope. I took Spanish twice and I failed it, and then I picked up sign language. So I guess I got sign language really well.
Yeah, she does. She does a lot of sign language, actually.
Yeah.
It's not about 95 days, but to make it a lifestyle. Yeah, basically. The reason I said it was a 95 days fasting challenge was because whenever I started it, it was before, or I guess at the time, that we had to end up pushing our wedding back till June. So this was a way to kind of help keep me accountable by having all of you guys together in a group so I could go on and get inspired and everything like that. And so the reason I did 95 days is because from the time it started to the time that it'll end will be the day before my wedding, and that's why I did it. basically that way. But yeah, definitely it's about a lifestyle if you want to change it that way, you know. Yeah. Was really funny. I will do one a month. It makes more sense to me. Okay. Hannah does intermittent fasting intermittently. Yeah, basically.
Very intermittent. I can't say that word.
Both of you have beautiful personalities.
Aww. Guys, keep them coming. Just kidding.
I've had a 5-foot girlfriend and a 4'11" girlfriend. Shorties rule.
We do until we can't reach something. That's really hard.
I'm doing ADF to enlist in military, working for the government in the position I'm in, handing in my badge for a badge of honor. Okay.
Thank you for your service.
I don't know if they're actually enlisted yet.
Thank you for your almost service.
But in school, Spanish is laughable. Try self-thought. YouTube.
No. No, I failed for a reason.
You may not have had a good teacher. I dropped out of Spanish in 8th grade because the teacher was awful. Tried it again sophomore year and I got over 100% in the classes.
No. Well, yes and no. We had pretty good Spanish. We didn't take Spanish German person. We had
4 years of German.
We had okay teachers. I mean,
I don't even know who the Spanish teachers were.
What if somebody's related? What is this?
I
What if somebody is related to them?
Ah, see, there's Kimberly. This is the girl that I was talking about. She is wonderful. I love seeing all her stuff on the page, but you know, like I know I will never look like you, girl. Like you
Same.
rock. But
Yeah.
I know my body type will never get that slim. And at first I was like, I want to be 120 pounds. And then I got down to like 128 and I was like, I'm never going to get down to 120 pounds because I want to lift weights and get muscular and, you know.
Like looking back in high school when I was like 135 pounds, I was like, why didn't anybody tell me I had a flat butt? Like, why didn't somebody say like, do some squats? Like, whoa. Now I'm thick and proud of it.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Fist bump.
I am. I'm thick.
Totally agree with what you said. Everybody's different. So many versions of healthy bodies. I believe in set point theory might be something fun to talk about in life sometimes. Okay, yeah, that'd be great, Kim, because I need topics to talk about. I don't know what that is, but it would be really great to talk about. I've been kind of considering, the thing is with doing a Zoom chat is I have so many people. We have over 800. I can't even remember the last time that I looked at the group. We had almost 900 people in our group. If we did a Zoom chat, I just can't even imagine the chaos that would ensue from that. It would need to be like a Zoom chat with certain people only at certain times. I just feel like that would be almost overwhelming though. Does Hannah have a YouTube channel?
No.
And oh, they said I'm not enlisted, but I am an officer.
Oh. Thank you for your service still.
Yeah. Can only imagine what happens if you both drink wine. We actually thought about doing a best friend video where we answered questions and did something like that, and then everything happened and we haven't been able to do it yet. So yeah. I'm 185-pound goal. My goal weight is 140. How long do you think it would take to lose weight on ADF? When I was 185 pounds, that was in March. It took me 7 months to get down to oh my goodness, my lowest weight, which was 128. So I don't think it's going to take you that long. I think it could take you 5 months, but like I said, everybody's body's different. You can't base it off of how fast I lost it because it kind of depends on your metabolism, what you eat, how much exercise you do, you know, and things like that. So
True that.
do you think it would be easier to just fast alternate day than OMAD, as the OMAD simulates more appetite? That's why I don't do 1 meal a day, because once I eat one time, I cannot stop eating after that.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Because
Remember
it is healthier to lose weight slowly than lose it all at once. Like, you don't want to lose all of your weight in like 3 months. You know, that's not as healthy.
Take that from a person who kind of did that.
Yeah. I hear wine is now mandatory during the lockdown. Corey, I don't think my very first live video, Dennis liked to point out that I had 6 bottles of wine behind me. I know.
And now she has 2.
3. There's 3. Losing 20 pounds in 1 month is a great mood booster. It is. It definitely makes you feel great. You know, like I said, I lost 16 in the first month. I think some of that was water weight though, stuff like that. in our circle Zoom chat. Yeah, I could do that. Somebody said 236 to 165 in 1 year. I was down. I went from 236 to 100 and oh my God, what was it? 138 pounds in a year because I was only 2 pounds away from being 100 pounds down in a year. That's why I do the 12 to 8 window on eat days. Yeah, I saw those. I assumed you had a bar, kind of. Like I've said this, before, like, I'm the only person in our friend group who has a house, so it has the most space. So when we have parties, people come here and
we leave our booze here.
Yeah.
So not all of it's Rachel's, okay? Some of it's mine and other people. So, yeah. It's really quiet.
I noticed they were disappearing. We did a Zoom chat this last weekend with our friend group. That was so much fun.
It was a lot
It was
of fun.
5 hours.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Any other questions, friends?
Hold on, we got some.
Oh, just kidding. Now they're coming.
Yeah, so like I said, I lost like an average of 90. I lost an average of 8 pounds a month or something like that. Close to 8 pounds a month within my first year. Did you work out at all in your first year? Yes. After month 6, I started doing the C25K running app. So I started incorporating cardio onto my eat days, but I did not do anything else besides that for a really long time. I didn't lift weights or anything. I just started running. And walking, of course, getting in both the cardio with the walks. Whenever I worked in the office, I would get up from my desk because sedentary, I wanted to get up and move around. So I'd get up and go on walks, and then I would come home and I would do the running app as soon as I got home. So, what is the most gentle way to break a fast with? I'm struggling with tummy issues after fasting. I know we've talked about this in the past. I would love if you guys remember what we talked about the past couple days on how to break your fast. Could you please help us out? My throat's starting to get sore because I've been talking for an hour. I got water. Her cool Disney cup.
I love Disney.
She got engaged at Disney.
I did.
That's a cute story.
That is a cute story.
A chat of 5 hours? Yeah, we chatted for 5 hours. We played card games with my cousin who showed her screen, and we played card games. It was a lot of fun. Love your videos and motivations. Try bone broth or even regular broth. What would be a realistic goal? I'm sorry, I don't know what 77 kg and height of 175 centimeters for 95 days is because we use the...
What is a realistic goal?
Yeah, I don't know what that translates to in pounds and feet and height. So
a realistic goal is that you will lose weight and you might not lose weight, but you don't have to be mad at yourself.
Yeah. How Hannah got proposed to? Is that like, are you asking how did she get proposed to? Because that's a cute story. Have you ever considered doing like an ebook explaining your journey? I have. It is something that I have thought about a lot, but right now with everything else that I have going on, I haven't really had time to actually do it. So it is something I've definitely thought about though. 77 is 169 pounds. Okay. Are you marrying Mickey or Goofy? Wes is definitely Goofy.
It depends on the day.
I don't even know if he's still in the chat anymore.
Love you.
Oh, and 5'7" height. So 169 pounds and 5'7". How realistic? You could probably lose... I don't want to say, like, guys, you don't understand. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong and then it come back and bite me in the butt, you know? I don't want to give false information. It really just depends on you and your body. I'm more of a Donald Duck. Oh,
That's
he
not
is still
true.
watching. Oh, we should get Ian in here.
I love you.
I'll be right back. Entertain the people. We're going to sign out here in a couple minutes anyways.
Entertain the people. People, what do you want to know? This is awkward. He's busy. You are so cute. Thanks. Hannah, favorite cheesecake flavor? The cheesecake flavor? I'm not allowed to have cheesecake, but when I do have cheesecake, I like regular cheesecake, I guess. Sometimes I do like taking like the spread. I don't like when there's fruit in it. Get it out. But I like taking the spread and just making like a thin layer. I don't like fruit like that. Leave it alone. Sing us your favorite show tune. We don't have time.
Goes into the whole Hamilton. The Wicked.
Wicked. I love not all shows, but I do love shows.
Let's see. Do you plan on following ADF seriously?
Me?
Probably, because they know I do it.
I don't know. Again, I'm just a moment kind of person, so it just depends. I don't know. Should I? Probably. Do I? Nope.
Someone says sing Defying Gravity. And there goes like all the people from the chat.
I think I'll not do that. Fruitcake, yuck.
Let's see.
Something has changed in me. Something is not the same. I'm done.
I'm through.
I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game.
That's gonna be on the internet forever.
You're welcome. When you're bored, come back. Where do you get your no carb rolls? Hy-Vee.
I probably don't have a Hy-Vee. I'm actually, I have a link for you guys. I can show you guys the website where I get it from, actually. Because you can get it from the grocery store, or you can get it from the website, the Thin Slim Food website, where they have their pastas, all their breads, and everything. And I have a link that I can actually share for you guys that you can purchase it through if you're interested. So,
Where are you from?
I'm from the Midwest, from Missouri. Oh, and Athelia, I know I keep seeing your question pop up and then I get distracted. To start lifting, that's a good question, because I know whenever I started, Ian made a plan for me on how to start lifting. You really have to start slow, because you don't want to hurt yourself in the beginning and end up pulling a muscle and damaging yourself in the long run. So, it's not Missouri. Just
Get
like
out.
Kansas City is not Kansas, it's Kansas City, Missouri. I mean, they have one in both, but it's, when you say Kansas City, it's Missouri.
Kansas is flat. Sorry if you're from Kansas.
Do they ship to Canada? I think they do.
I want to go to Canada.
You should be a model.
I've
I've been trying. I don't know
told
how
her.
to even start. Oh, I can't imagine how silly you two get in the wee hours of the morning with lack of sleep. You have no idea.
Where's Rosalie?
I know. See you tomorrow. Do 3 sets of 8, no more than that to start. Okay, yeah, there. Thank you so much.
I love Aldi's.
Aldi has 0 carb bread. I've never seen their 0 carb bread.
It's snowy.
JK,
I don't want to go to Canada right now.
Yeah, Athelia, really the best thing that you can do is kind of look up exercises on Pinterest, maybe look up YouTube videos, weightlifting for beginners, start out with hand weights, don't start with the other things, really, just so you start slow and everything like that. But yeah, people know that we're, oh, it's an Aldi find, can't find them in the stores and haven't been restocked since October. That probably makes sense. It's probably just a one-time thing. But guys, we are 3 minutes over the vlog today, or the live chat. I always say vlog. I really appreciate you guys coming by and stopping, hearing the mental health things like that, because I know it's definitely something we all need to focus on right now. That's what the group is there for. It's just really positive and all that good stuff. So let us know if you like the video, thumbs up, you know, and all that good stuff. Everybody say bye to Hannah. You guys will see her again soon. I'm really anxious for everything to clear up in the world, so that way we can all hang out more and we can have her on the channel more. So thank you so much, guys. We will see you, or I will see you tomorrow. She'll probably be back on the chat tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So
Goodbye.
bye.
Thanks for being so nice.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Goodbye.